intervene. He didn't reprimand me before he redeemed me. And he also didn't hand me a roadmap before we started our journey together. He simply stepped in, took the controls, and started to rebuild my life one brick and one miracle at a time, always calling me to greater levels of trust and faith and boldness. Not because I had all the answers, but because I had finally surrendered to the one who did. Over the next 5 years, he would continue to guide me and prune me and use me, never failing to blow my mind as I watched him work in and through my life to impact the lives of others, like you there listening to this audiobook. Through my own trial and error, hijinks, heartbreaks, stubbornness, sinfulness, and humanness, he managed to do what I asked him to do: make my story count, over and over and over again, sometimes in the most unbelievable, jaw-dropping, and yes, even hilarious ways. My walk with him is anything but orthodox, and the uncertainty I once ran from in my life, from being a planner and a controller and a completely neurotic type A personality, I began to embrace in my life. The uncertainty of singleness, the uncertainty of completely surrendering to him no matter what, the uncertainty of stepping out in faith, even when fear and the certainty of playing it safe fought to hold me back. The beautiful uncertainty. Then, a little more than a year ago, I said a prayer that changed my walk with him yet again. When I set my goals for 2014 and created my yearly vision board, you'll find instructions for creating your own board later in the audiobook. I listed only one goal for the year, one goal. No other dreams or plans or hopes for my career or love life. What was that one goal? I will seek, pursue, and fall in love with Jesus with radical abandon. Warning, only say this prayer if you're prepared for your entire world to be rocked on its very axis. Over the next year, I would see miracles abound, from the planning and implementation of a nationwide book and speaking tour in only a little more than a month, to the removal of a relationship that had left me in limbo for 7 long years. From standing on a stage with my knees knocking in front of 20,000 women at one of my biggest heroes conferences, to finally finding the physical home where my soul belonged, in the form of a beautiful ranch in the country. I discovered the beautiful truth that when you seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, all things really are added to you. And in my journey, at least, I found that when you seek him first, the things that aren't part of his plan are taken away. So now, I want to invite you to travel with me through that wonderful, painful, magical, challenging, life-altering year of highs and lows, tragedies and triumphs, snowstorms and earthquakes, high stakes and heartbreaks, great wins and great losses, and shedding tears and overcoming fears. In the audio that follows, you'll find essays, prayers, lessons, inspiration, and hopefully a little encouragement. You might even get so lost that you find yourself. And most of all, you'll find beautiful uncertainty. You may not find all the answers, but I hope when you're finished listening, you'll feel brave enough to start asking the questions of yourself and of God, even the really hard ones. Whether you're idling in stubborn sinfulness, or walking in seemingly never-ending singleness, or living with any sort of uncertainty, waiting for love, waiting for marriage, waiting for babies, waiting for a cure, or a miracle, or a sign, or for God. I hope my journey will help make the wait a little easier and the uncertainty a little bit more beautiful. My walk with him has not, is not, and will never be perfect, but it is real. It's real and raw and messy, unclear and doubt-filled, and at times rebellious, as I'm sure yours is. But it's the most beautiful walk I've ever taken, because the destination doesn't matter. Holding his hand for the journey.